you're anti-inclusion. So who do you want to exclude?
Mm.
Right? You're anti-equity. Who is it that is supposed to not be treated,
Equally.
with equity?
Yeah.
And so, just how do we fight back? Is I guess my question. And I guess we fight back by telling our own stories. We fight back by talking about the 92nd Infantry Division and telling those stories. Those of you who have more of a military background, or anybody who has any bit of history, tell the stories. We fight back by talking about the 93rd Infantry Division, right? And this first all black division that was deployed overseas in World War II. And then because they were doing so well, we're reassigned from combat roles to labor roles. We fight back by talking about the Black Panthers who fought in France and Belgium and Germany. And some of you who have parents and grandparents, okay? We talk about the 320th Barrage Balloon Battalion, which was the only black battalion to land on D-Day. And
Mm.
when we talk about the Allied troops from Germany and their airstrikes and all of that, would not have happened, would not have had the success without the sacrifices of that battalion. And let's talk about the Red Ball Express. And these were predominantly black units that were in charge of logistics that sustained that whole Allied alliance in Normandy and took a lot of casualties. And I'm not even going to get into all the African soldiers
Mm.
who were not, acknowledged in the way that you mentioned, comrade, didn't get paid then. And then, of course, all these black soldiers come back to the United States of America, denied the GI Bill, denied all kinds of benefits. So, black people, how do we fight back? We learn our history. We
And we tell it.
remember our history. We tell our history, and we get these people out of office. When people say elections don't matter, the two parties are the same. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not caping for either party, but
You can
those
tell.
blacks were actually put up under a Democratic president
Mm.
and take it down as anti-woke under a Republican president.
And I would also like to give an acknowledgement to one of the groups of black soldiers that was based in England, who happened to be involved in what is now known as the Battle of Bamber Bridge. And for those who are not aware, at some point there was an entire black logistical team that was based in Bridge, which is between Manchester and Liverpool. And the white soldiers were not particularly enamored about the fact that the locals took a liking to them. And because they wanted to maintain their segregation, and the Detroit race riot then exacerbated issues. There was actually a shooting upon each other by when the white soldiers took guns and matters into their own hand and let rip. In acknowledgement of the roles of the black soldiers within that village, three pubs took it upon themselves. Pubs, for those who are not aware, are public drinking houses. And they put a sign outside which says black troops only, which further incensed the white soldiers. And eventually, things were dealt with militarily within the forces. So it goes on to show that if we don't tell our stories, this sort of erasure will be allowed to happen. One final thought. George Orwell wrote in one of his essays when he was talking about the black soldiers in the UK, he says, and I quote, the general consensus of opinion seems to be that the only soldiers with decent manners were, to use his language, the Negroes. So make of that what you will.